This is the Blackout podcast.
Hi and welcome to the Blackout podcast, where I get to talk to super interesting people doing super interesting things and inspiring things too. And today I have my friend and inspiration and someone I really, really look forward to the next film they're making, and someone I look up to.
Oh gosh.
Nicole Steeves. Thanks for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
So first off, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from Yarmouth, but I'm kind of a Halifax resident for life now. I'm a filmmaker, write, direct. I like to act as well, and I'm also working in the industry to kind of pay my bills till I'm making it big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was did you always want to make films?
I think acting was my first love.
Oh.
And it was something that I really wanted to do, but I didn't allow myself to do. So even in high school, I really wanted to be an actor, but I wasn't trying out for it. I was still very much in my shell then. So my intro to filmmaking was doing a bit of acting. And then I was like, man, I want to tell better stories. I mean, I've acted in some fun things, but you go to enough auditions for like hooker or waitress that you're just like, okay, I need to write something. And yeah, so I love writing and directing. So that's kind of how it happened.
What was the first thing you wrote?
Oh God. I wrote a short film called He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not.
Okay.
Don't look it up. It's really, really bad. But it was the thing that made me realize I could do the thing. So, my best friend, Stephanie Klattenberg, she shot it for me and kind of helped me out. My friend Renee Warner starred in it. And again, it's a silly little thing. I wouldn't recommend watching it, but it was the thing that made me see I could do the thing.
And so then you realized, okay, you know what, I could do this, and then you said, oh, what am I going to do next? What was the next one?
The next one was my film 5.
Oh,
so, yeah. That was my second film, which was called Playing House, and it's about a bunch of kids in adult situations. That sounds really. It's not. It's kids acting like adults. That's what it is.
Adult situation.
Not the other thing that you think.
How did you cast that girl though? She was very, very good.
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
We just did auditions and she was really, really terrific. And the little boy, Jordan Poole, had been on Mr. D, so we brought them together.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, I know that girl was like, and why did you decide to, it's a great story, but why did you decide to tell with kids?
Because of the visual. I think I love comedy, and that was my first comedic short. I mean, the first one was supposed to be funny. It's terrible. But
okay, now I'm going to watch this film.
I don't know what you think. No, it was for the visual comedy of it. So I wanted to have these kids look like adults, but yet everything is skewed toward children, so their house looks like a dollhouse, and it was. I just thought it would be really fun.
Who was responsible for that production design?
Ewan Dickinson.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
and it's so colorful. It's so alive.
Yeah, I'm very proud of how that short looks. I don't know if it was the best writing I've done, but just the way it looks and how it came together. I'm proud of.
You know what? I think when you make a film, it's kind of hard to say, oh, I prefer this one to that one. But the one that grabbed me by the throat was Dogged.
Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, that's another kid. Work with kids
and that's
so
what,
much.
I said, oh, there are things I'm not going to ever put in my film, animals and kids, because,
Yeah, no, it's a pain in the ass.
But you always put them in your films.
I know, that had both dogs and kids. Yeah.
how was making that film?
It was amazing. It wasn't difficult at all. The little girl, Charlie Boyle, was fantastic. That was her dog.
Is that dog?
The big fluffy white one. He's since passed away. But that was her actual dog, so that helped too.
Yeah. Because I was wondering how that they was super close.
Yeah.
But that girl, I actually held my head when you mentioned that. That girl's.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. Like if I ever will put a kid in a film, it has to be, and it kind of is. I don't know if it reflects bad on other kids, but she's I think she's 10 now, but she's
she was 7 or 8. I want to say when we shot that.
She's super mature for her age, and then she understands the whole. See, acting. And here's this thing as a director, I write, and then sometimes when I write, I might have an actual person in mind, right? Or I'm saying, okay, I need a person that does this. But with that girl, she understands the character, and I don't know. I don't know if when I was 10, I'd understand.
No, she has an emotional intelligence for sure. Yeah. And I think she's going to do big things as well.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. She's going to be like, what's that other Canadian girl we have now?
Ellen Page?
Yeah. But better. No, I'm serious. She's really, really good. I can't.
Oh, there's room for everybody with different styles.
Yeah. It's just, she can play anything. She's not in that 22 minutes thing, and she's playing various roles. Anyways, so you should. I remember watching one of all these things where actors talk, and Selma Hayek was like, she was talking about Once Upon a Time, and she's saying Robert Rodriguez can put her in any situation because he launched her career. When she's huge, you'll be like, hey, by the way, we're slicing your fee because remember that film? That film was really, really, really good. No, I'm serious. So I'm watching the film, and you know what I know what I suck at when I'm writing. My endings suck.
Oh, endings are tough.
But the ending of that film is so brilliant.
Thanks. Well, we kind of came up with the ending sort of like that. We knew that was the hook. So it kind of the rest of it was because of the ending.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe that's a method, but
I stole it from you.
Oh,
so I'm serious. So after that film, everything I wrote from then on was I need to know what the ending is. So now I want to say that film has made my writing better because now I'm like,
that seems generous.
No, I'm serious. So now whenever I'm writing something or I have an idea and say, oh, that would be cool. How does it end?
Yeah.
If I don't have that ending, I don't even write page 1. So everything I'm doing.
So you shelve it until you have the ending?
Yep.
That's smart.
Yep. So that's also his dog in that because that ending was, and she was so good. Who did the makeup though?
Well, I did the makeup on the day, but my partner Struan Sutherland did the VFX. So it was more about the VFX than it was the actual makeup. We just kind of blacked out. But you'll have to see.
Yeah, no, Dogged is great. So how many films between Dogged and Playhouse? Playhouse.
Oh God, I think I've done 6 shorts and 2 feature films. So I have to make 6 shorts and 2 features to make a film that good. Okay. Well, Dogged would have been my 4th short. Yeah. Because I did one after the film 5 and then Dogged. Oh, wait. So are you saying between Playhouse and Dogged, there was just one film? Yeah. Huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you made a feature for $1,000. How? I did myself some favors in writing it because I knew I had $1,000 to make it. So I knew it had to be very self-contained. So I looked at what I had at my disposal, and I had my basement and Struan. So I wrote about an agoraphobic who gets summoned for jury duty. Oh, Jesus. So it's very, very contained. We really don't leave that basement much. So. I don't know if you've seen, so there's a show called Better Call Saul. You've seen it? I've seen a couple episodes. Well, it's kind of like the brother. Yeah. He's underground. Yep. Yeah. And that was Headspace? Headspace, yeah. Yeah. Who designed the poster for that film? Stu Metz took the photo, and I want to say he put the poster together too. We gave him a font, and yeah.
That poster was dope. I'm like,
Thanks. Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, no, that was great. So, and Headspace, what did you learn from making a film for $1,000?
Oh man, the thing I learned more than anything was when you're working in one space so often to really think about transitions, because when it came to editing, it kind of got difficult to transition from one scene to the next or show any sort of passage of time because it's just one guy in a room. So yeah,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
So how
Neither
would you
did I.
So how would you transition it how would you handle the transition now with the knowledge you got from making that one?
I guess it would depend on the piece. I think, because I think it still has to be emotionally motivated. So I wouldn't just be like, do it this way because that gets us out of the scene. I think I would just think more about it in my prep. So, yeah.
Okay, and then you made that guy. So after Doghead was that Headspace?
Yes.
And then what was the next one? Planet with Knives.
You're thinking of Planet 9 Outer Space. It was Aliens with Knives.
So that film, what was it about? Did you
What was Aliens with Knives?
No. Like I'm asking the wrong question. What was the process behind writing that?
Right.
It must have been fun.
It was fun. It was super fun because I got to do it with my besties. So Paul Kimball had this thing called Cinema 902, and he approached me to potentially write and direct one of the movies, and there were $25,000 features. There were 4 of them, and I was like, yeah, for sure. But I kind of work almost exclusively with Struan now, so because we really, really enjoy writing and directing together. And he was like, yeah, that's no problem. So we then also brought on our friend Bill Corkum. So there were 3 of us writing. And the reason we chose Aliens with Knives was Struan and I had started making it as a short. And it was something we had gone to my parents' camp in just outside of Yarmouth, and we started filming this thing, and it was kind of like we were figuring it out as we went. We didn't really have a script.
Did you have the alien then?
We had a alien, different one, like a mask and some hands. And Struan was the alien, because if you've ever seen him. Yeah, so
he's like what, like 6'9"?
6'8".
Oh my god!
Which seems less impressive now that you've said 6'9".
Are you serious? But yeah, he's super tall.
Yeah, so we had started kind of making that short, and it was something that we had always intended to finish, and he and I were acting in it. And then
wait, what? Wait, were you the ninja lady in the film then?
No, I was like massively pregnant.
Yeah, well, she's the ninja lady.
Yeah, it didn't get that far in the short.
Oh, okay.
So we were like, okay, what is something nobody is ever going to give us money to make? And it was obviously Aliens with Knives, because
why did you title it that?
What's that?
Did you actually literally call the film that when you're writing it?
Yeah.
What? You're crazy, Nicole.
Call it Aliens with Knives?
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh my god! So your title page, when you what do you write with Final Draft?
Actually, we use Writer Duet because it's you can have several people working on the same script, so it's like a Google Doc.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's great.
So like if I'm on the page and you're writing, do the words?
You can see it. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'll check that out. So anyway, the title page on Writer Duet says Aliens with Knife from the very first draft.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, fun.
Funny, nobody's ever asked that before. Yeah, that was always the name, and I think the name came before the short itself. Somebody had said something once, and Struan misheard them and thought they said Aliens with Knives, and he's like, that should be a movie.
Yeah,
so
it should.
The original idea was just the title, which came from something he misheard. So yeah, but the writing process was super fun because there were 3 of us, and we're all kind of like-minded when it comes to comedy. And
what is that mind? Because
it's weird. Yeah, I don't know what that mind is. Sick. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys write this short. You wrote the feature now with Bill on board, right?
Yeah, totally.
And then so you get the money, and then what's the casting process? Because the ninja lady is great.
Holly, yeah.
And the scientist lady's amazing. She's in, I think she has like maybe 5-6 scenes, but
Charlene Khalil, yes.
Killed it every time.
She is so funny. She came in for an audition. We had already decided on someone else.
Okay.
We had an older woman send us a tape, and it was so insane and over the top. Like, she just seemed crazy, and we're like, her. But then Charlene came in, and she really, really actually got the humor. She wasn't just going over the top.
Yeah.
To seem over the top, and we changed our minds.
No,
completely.
she was great.
She's so great, and she's doing a lot of plays. I think she's doing some stuff with Neptune Theater. And,
oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, like, what was the casting process for Aliens with Knives?
I think we just put out a casting call. Yeah, and Bill we cast as the husband, so we always knew it was going to be him. So we were really just looking to cast the role of Skegnetti, the doctor, and Neela, the largely pregnant woman. And so we saw a few, and then Holly came in, and she was fantastic.
Holly murdered it.
Yeah.
And I remember having this dilemma between Holly and some other actress for my film. I reached out to you, and you're like, "Oh no, she's great to watch," and you were right.
She's
amazing.
fantastic.
Yeah. And so I call her the ninja lady because of the ending.
Fair enough.
Who wrote the ending though? I know it's 3 people writing, but who actually thought, hey, she's going to be fucking Rambo?
I honestly don't know, and maybe one of the guys could answer that question, but that happened a lot. Like, even when we were shooting, somebody on the crew asked, who wrote this? And we didn't know, which is kind of cool, because the 3 of us worked together, and like it kind of blended to a point where like we didn't know who wrote what. And it was just all of our baby, our big weird baby.
And then you did some miniature shots with Tim Tracy.
That's right. Yes.
How was that one though? How was shooting that?
How was shooting
the spaceship? Yeah.
Yeah, really fun. I'm obsessed with miniatures. They're like my favorite thing in the world, and I want to make like a feature film that's all miniatures. That's kind of one of my goals.
I pity your back.
What's that?
Your back? It's gonna hurt.
Oh yes, from like the moving and stuff. Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen Team America.
No, I'm gonna direct other people to do it. My back is gonna be fine.
Yeah. Well, can we move those?
Yeah, exactly. Tiny little.
Yeah. So I was saying that because so the guys at Make South Park, they made one crazy insane film called Team America World Police.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's bananas.
It looks like something you'd write.
Something I'd write. Yes. Maybe. I mean, I've never worked with marionettes, but that's could be interesting.
Anyway, so yeah, and how long did you shoot that section of the film for? The small,
like an evening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was super. Well, essentially, we just kind of filmed the setup of the miniatures, and then what we had was our actors on green screen, so we shrunk them down, put them in, and it became like the background of the set. And then the spaceship itself just kind of moved it around, and I mean, Struan did all the VFX stuff. So,
okay. Yeah. How do you guys meet?
Struan and I?
Yeah.
Film 5.
Oh. Yeah. Was he on your film?
No, he
had his own film.
Yeah, he wrote and directed Film 5 called The Hold Up.
Oh, okay. And yours was the playing house one. Yeah. And how is it like being with someone as a partner and then also working with them on the films?
Right. Yeah, it's the best. I mean, we've been saying for a long time, like even before we became together, that we're the same person. And it's really kind of true. It's creepy. Like we really are the same person in a lot of ways. So it's so nice working with somebody who has your emotional well-being in mind all the time. So like if we're directing something together, like there'll be times where I'm like, you know what, I need to step back and I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'll step off and he'll stay and direct, and we'll switch off like that sometimes. And you don't have that ability when you're directing something alone. I recently, last year I shot something that just I directed, and then like in editing I was like, this is so hard because it's just mine, and I don't have I can ask his opinion, but like just doing something alone is way worse than co-directing, in my opinion. I couldn't do it with anyone because it just wouldn't work. But yeah, so it's really quite lovely.
Yeah. And so you say you actually work in the industry as a day job. What do you do? What roles do you play in the industry?
Right now I'm production managing a show, but generally I assistant direct, second assistant director mostly. So yeah, kind of the AD team behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm production managing a show right now, which I kind of start officially in a couple weeks.
What's the longest time you work on a show?
Probably about 6 months, which is really long. Like, it's not usually that long.
Whoa, what were you working on?
That was a show called Terror in the Woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was quite long. But yeah, usually it's like a month or two or 3 months or So.
Oh man, I guess being an AD, that's a lot of work to do. But for people that really don't know what an AD does, what does that involve?
I feel like, well, every position's different. Like first AD, you're on set and you're just making sure everything's going to plan, really. I don't love first ADing.
Why not?
I find it really stressful. I find like being responsible for a bunch of people to do things at a certain time really, really stressful. I love second ADing, which is what I generally do, which is like making the call sheet and, working between departments and things like that.
What do you like about that?
I like that I get to go to set and be involved and see filmmaking and, but then I go back to my trailer and I get really overwhelmed when we're around people all the time. And I think that's another thing that kind of stresses me about first ADing. Just being around people all the time, like totally drains my energy. I can be very like outgoing, but it takes a lot. So I find second ADing is really nice because you get to step back into your own quiet space and work. And it's like working on puzzles, and I really enjoy that.
And so... But when you're directing, you're pretty much on set all the time.
That's true.
How do you handle that then?
I have my partner who can switch off with me. Yeah, it's quite lovely to have that support, kind of built in, and that creative relationship. Which
and then directing alone, how was that? This project you were talking about?
I mean, that was fine. It was only a 1-day shoot. It was something small,
Okay.
So. But the hardest part of it was like I wrote it alone and I was directing it alone, and I was like, I don't know if this is good, because when Struan's involved, I kind of I trust him so much creatively that I believe it's good, because if Struan thinks it's good, it's probably good, because I really respect his opinion. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm good. That's a whole other level of confidence that I can't have. Yeah.
And so you say, and then production manager, what's that role about?
Well, it's my first time doing it, and I haven't officially started yet, so I'll let you know. No, I mean, it's a lot of just making sure the team has what they need, and just keeping the show going, I assume. Again, I could be terrible at it. We'll find out.
What's the show about?
It's called These Woods Are Haunted. So it's a recreation show, and it's basically people have seen scary things in the woods, like Bigfoot, werewolves, and we are recreating their stories.
Oh, so, okay.
And you're going to audition.
Yeah.
I'm running auditions next week. So.
Yes. So here's my thing. It's not like I have this list written somewhere. I guess it's in my head, but there are a few things I need to check off. When I started, kind of like you actually, when I started film, I wanted to be a stuntman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. I wanted to be a stuntman because I grew up watching action films, and all growing up, my friends and I design stunts, and we'd go on do them, which was
Right,
stupid.
that sounds really stupid.
It was it was stupid, but when we did it and it worked,
Yeah.
it was
Super
awesome.
cool.
But we didn't have cell phones then, right? So we didn't record anything. We just know that we did it. It was cool, and that
So you
was it.
also don't know that it looked as cool as you think it
Well,
is.
we didn't die, so it was fun.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So that's how it started for me, and then would create all these stunts until one friend fell,
Oh, no.
but he was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
He was fine eventually.
yeah. So
Jesus.
that was on pause. I broke a lot of shit, but it was cool.
Right, yeah. Sounds really cool.
so then I thought, you know what? It looks cooler. I mean, I didn't know all this that goes into creating a stunt.
Yeah,
And
safety.
Yeah. I mean, they have to make sure everyone falls down correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have pads. We just do things. But yeah, I guess, as a kid, you heal faster.
Yeah.
So you break something today, and
Your
3
skin's
days
a lot
later,
more elastic.
yeah, you're fine.
Just bounce your back.
Yeah. So after that period, I realized, nope, this is just too stupid dangerous. What changed it for me was, I think I watched the making of a James Bond film. I was like, what? We don't have that, and we don't have that.
Yeah. Oh, they have rings.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
they're harnessed in.
Yeah. And not long after that,
You just thought everyone was hacking themselves off of buildings.
yeah, let's just jump and hope shit happens.
Yeah.
So after that, I realized, nope, that's not working. So and then I was in the drama society. So acting was fun because my school was a weird school where acting is actually cool. It's the cool kids that did acting. So I enjoyed acting until one day, the person that was directing that play wasn't around, and I was kind of shadowing the guy. I was like, yeah, I'll do this, and then I did it, and I was like, holy shit, this feels great.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for making this thing. So that's when directing started for me.
Oh, cool. So in high school.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I shelved it because I grew up in a country where you have to check some boxes to be able to do certain things. So I didn't check a lot of those boxes, so I couldn't just direct, right? Until I came here. So like the first official film I directed was 4 years ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And
What was that one?
It was me and my cell phone and my wife, and we
With
watched
the-
the Cloud Form Shapes with
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did Smartphone Film Festival the same year.
Yeah, oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. You did the phone call, right?
No, I did. It was called Gnome Dizzle. And it's
Oh.
a rap song about a gnome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was you. You won the library thing, right? Because
the
that
hidden
was
gem.
that was so cool. That was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the Who shot that?
Oh, I did. Just with a selfie stick. What did you shoot yours with?
Yeah, I literally held the phone.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that was literally the first time. And then
cool.
I was
Nice.
lucky enough to do the Film 5 thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to do this. But I guess now I want to go back into acting, because the thing I like about acting is I get to be something else. And yeah, it'll be fun to try again.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, while I was in the Film 5, I took so Kumbi, one name.
Yeah.
So Kumbi held a workshop where she had us audition, and it's good. It's weird because everyone in that room was like people I know, right? But it's kind of weird when you step into an audition room. It's a whole new world.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
it's so
experience.
contrived.
You're going there to get judged, literally.
Yeah. And you're just like, why the hell am I doing this? This is
So yeah,
stupid.
it'll be
Yeah.
fun to try it again.
Yeah, I feel that way every time I audition.
So now with filmmaking, are there things about making films you don't like?
Definitely there are things I don't like. I'm not super patient. No, I'm just impatient. I'm an impatient person. So when things take long, my anxiety kind of starts to rise. But that's another case where working with Struan we equal each other out, because he's like the most patient. Like he's just like always in a zen state. It's bananas. But I sometimes it plays with my patience. But then like there's not one single day that goes by that I don't talk about or think about filmmaking, or like it doesn't enter into my life in some way. So there's no thing that I don't like that would balance it out to make me not want to do it. So
your next film, this one day film, is it out yet?
no, it just got locked yesterday.
Oh, is it the written and direct? Oh man, you guys are so fun. The written directed picture. So on in your Instagram, you shared the picture, and you don't see it right away, but then once you see it, you never stop seeing it.
Yeah, it's like a Rorschach test or whatever. Yeah.
But I guess the thing about social media is it allows you glimpses into people's lives. And when you see something like that, you're like, oh man, those two people really like each other. No,
what he's talking about is a picture of my partner giving me the finger. Just for context.
No, but really, when you have messages that only that person you're sending it to gets it.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah.
That it's super, I always tell people I love love, and I understand when people say, yeah, fuck it, because, or maybe they had a bad experience or whatever. But if you're just lucky enough to have someone that just gets you, and not gets, because, there's the you and there's the actual you, and you get to be with this person and then they see you naked, not literally naked, but they see you.
The vulnerability.
Exactly. Sure. And they accept you with all your quirks and stuff. It's so cool.
It's the coolest thing in the world.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I'm with you. I love love too.
And when you see someone has it, it's just like, you know what? There's hope in this world, because it's all like people like shitty and blah, blah, blah. Or I'm on Tinder and I don't like anybody. And
oh my God, I never have, like, I was in a long-term relationship when the whole Tinder thing happened, and I've never done Tinder. I don't know how people do it.
It's a little...
I mean... You must have missed Tinder too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I've been 11 years. So
oh well, there you go. I don't know how old Tinder is, but it's not 11.
Yeah. So the thing about Tinder is just, especially, I think it sucks for someone that needs validation, because if you say you swipe right for, I don't know, say 50 people, and none of them match.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's hard on the head.
So, but on the other hand,
but you know what? There is those gems of men out there that are just swiping right on everybody. That they want girls to feel good about themselves.
No, I don't.
That's why they do it.
Here's the thing: every guy on Tinder swipes right.
Every guy.
Okay, say 96%.
That sounds about right.
Because let's be honest, if you're holding your phone, right? 60. So if someone puts, you're gonna put the picture you think I look great in here. Yeah. So if a guy goes through this thing, when a guy is on Tinder, he's not thinking with his head. It's thinking with a different head. So it's going, okay, this one, that one, that one, that one. This one, you know what? Yeah. So there's
That's
really
so crazy to me. Like yeah. I don't know. I just can't. I've never done it, so I've never been in that.
So I kind of understand it on one hand, but on the other hand, I have friends that I met on Tinder that are married. So
yeah, absolutely.
So
and you know what? Like, I'm all for like promiscuity. Go out, have fun, just be safe. It's just seems like such an odd way to do it, but I think people enjoy it, and as long as nobody's getting hurt, right?
So here's the thing: we are now at a place where I can stay in my house, right, and I can order food, clothes, sex, anything. So we've gotten to a point where we just take everything for granted. Yeah. I'm not saying a relationship should be hard, right? But, when you see people happy, like genuinely happy, oh my God, you don't see when they are screaming at each other over the stupidest things. Yeah. So people have this misunderstanding that a relationship should be kind of like what's on TV or what is on Instagram or whatever. They don't understand that fuck, you have to work at it.
It's true. And the biggest part, that's something I'm learning all the time, is that the biggest part about relationships is just listening. And even though you're upset, not being hurtful, not being mean, and always always caring about the person, even though you're angry. And that's a really, really difficult thing to do. But yeah, fighting constructively is really, it's quite a thing. Yeah.
And you like someone when they just made you so fucking mad and you just think, oh shit, she has to eat now.
Yeah.
So what do you want to eat?
Yeah, I'm not going to let you go hungry just because you're a dick.
Yeah. It's little things like that now.
There's a cartoon where there's a little man and a little lady, and they're sitting on a bench, and you can tell they're mad at each other, but he's holding an umbrella over her head because it's raining, and it's like, oh. I think you just described that.
Exactly, is that. And
you don't stop caring just because you're angry.
Exactly. And people think you get there by, I don't know, magic.
Yeah, people do think that you get there by magic. I think it takes work though.
A ton of work. But when you, I think it's like how, I don't know, maybe for you, but for me, it's almost like making films. Making films is difficult.
Yeah,
it's not fun. It's not fun because
not all the time. No,
it's like hard. You have like
stressful.
60 people there, and they expect you to say what is wrong, and you're like, "Oh man, that shot is not working." But you know what? You're doing this standing for 12 hours, right? But then the following day, you wake up happy to go and do this shit that's like so difficult. It's kind of like that, when you really, really like something, when you love something, no matter how difficult it is, you smile when you want to go and do it.
Yeah.
And that's how, so I'm equating relationship with film, but that's how it is for me.
Stick to what you know. Right?
So, what's next?
I would like to, we have like 4 scripts written, basically ready to go. I have one that's kind of just on my own. We're working on one now that I went to Frontiers with, and we did the script development program. So we're working on that. It's called A Method, and it's about a B movie director who can't get a star for her upcoming movie, so she kidnaps a method actor. And so it's just we just
very Nicole.
Thanks. Well, very Nicole and Struan. So it's another horror kind of comedy thing that's kind of what we're trying to find a producer and get funding for next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, okay, this was great. We definitely have to talk again. Maybe after that, after the audition or whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be great to have you come back. So I'm super grateful you came in today. And thanks for being so patient.
Oh, no worries.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
This is the Blackout podcast. Thanks for listening.